Right, so a couple months ago, I built a huge steering wheel, arguably one of the biggest ones ever made, and I managed to use that wheel to do racing as well as drifting. And since that video came out, all of you guys have been wanting me to make the tiniest steering wheel ever. Step one was, of course, to find some type of wheel that I could use that was super small, because I didn't just want to take something round and then just, pass it as a wheel. So I managed to find this thing online. This is a steering wheel that you use in RC cars, which when you turn your remote controller also turns the wheel inside of the car. So yeah, I ordered that thing straight away and I got to building. Now, the building didn't quite go exactly as planned. My original idea was actually to take apart the front plate of the wheel as well as disconnect the entire steering wheel and then try and build something that I can attach this wheel to the motor of the actual base. Because what I've done in the past is I've just taken everything and put it on the original wheel, which doesn't really look as cool, you know? So yeah, I got to building on this thing. I felt like I was doing so good. Like, I had these great ideas of putting like a small plate, attaching that to the motor of the wheel. I felt as if NASA was gonna call me any second to, hire me as an engineer or something, because this thing was looking so good, but it didn't end up working. The tiny stick with just one screw just wasn't strong enough to actually hold the wheel and being able to turn the big wheel using the tiny wheel. And the screws that I was going to use on this plate right here was also too short. So yeah, safe to say NASA is not going to be calling me anytime soon. So then I was like, all right, we need to build something super strong. So I went to my summer house where I had more materials and more tools. And my dad also happened to be there, so he helped me out to build this thing. So we got a huge plank, drilled some holes, attached that to the wheel, screwed together this base that we can attach the wheel to. And it was holding up really good. We even put some nails into the actual wheel. So it's just not gonna fall off, you know? And then the build was finally complete and ready to be tested. The final product is very sturdy now, but it's still super hard to turn right here in the middle because all the force comes from here. So obviously it's easier to turn out here than it is in here, but we'll make this work. All right, boys, we are in. We got my dream car right here in Assetto, the 458. Looks like, oh boy, we got the wheel working. Okay, we're gonna be doing one lap here around the Barcelona Grand Prix. Oh my God, brake. You really have to use a lot of power to turn. Oh, I'm too scared of also almost breaking the wheel, but I think we're good. Oh God, don't, no. Okay, don't, oh God. Now, I had to disable all force feedback, otherwise I would not be able to turn this wheel. It's even super tricky to just do it now, but we're going so fast. Brake. Nice one. Oh, yeah, it is a bit tricky to turn, ain't gonna lie. I feel like it may be easier in first person mode. Let's try that. Oh, yeah, here we go. This also looks a lot better, I think. A lot more immersive. Brake, slam the brakes. Nice one. I've only really played this track a couple times before, but yeah, this actually works, boys. Now, like I said, having this thing in the middle, you have to use a lot of power to turn. I obviously can't use the shifters either, but when I do drifting later, we will be trying it with my pattern shifter. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it actually works first before we try any drifting. Now, the drifting I think is gonna be very, very difficult because there's no force feedback, which means that I have to completely control the direction of the car. I can't use any weight transfer or anything. Let's nail this braking point. Oh, overshot it a little bit, but we're good. I've actually never done this track in this game, only in Assetto Corsa Competizione, so don't really know how to handle this car either. This car is absolutely crazy, dude. Oh God, dude, my fingers are starting to hurt after one lap. Imagine how drifting will be. Here we go, coming around, one full lap on the Barcelona Grand Prix. I won't speak too soon. Here we go, kill this brake. And dude, my fingers are hurting already. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but like they are red, dude, because I'm gripping the steering wheel right here and they are just getting numb already. And yeah, I can kind of feel the wheel bending as I'm turning, but I'm pretty sure that's just the screws not being like fully on there. But yeah, I think we should try some drifting with this thing now, which I think is gonna be very hard, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun because yeah, we're using this thing. All right, boys, we're ready. We're in the whip. We got the H shifter. Oh my goodness, that is so hard. We crashed. There's this open area over here, which I think we can just use to sort of get used to this, even though I don't really think you can get used to this, but yeah, this map was created by another YouTuber called C Toretto. Super nice track. We'll try and go around the full thing later on. There's like a nice mountain side that you can drift on as well. Now, I only have the wheel rotation set to 360. Otherwise, I would have to turn this thing so much. So it's also very hard to drift on such a low rotation. But here we go. Clutch kick. Yeah, I meant to do 360. I meant to do 360 for the flex. Here we go. Holy smokes, this is hard. No! Oh! Okay, this will take some getting used to. Holy crap. Yeah, it's so hard since you don't get any weight transfer because you don't have any force feedback. Okay, I have to turn the wheel a lot less than that. Wow. Okay, come on. I want to get one drift. Yes! No, we almost had it. Fingers are absolutely dying. And it's so hard to counter steer. Oh my god. Okay, I did not expect it to actually be this difficult. Okay, getting the hang of it. Getting the hang of it. Here we go. Just need to turn the wheel a lot less. Oh, that too much speed, too much speed. Christ, man. Okay, let's try and drift here. I'm 1000% gonna fall off the mountain here, but here we go. Yeah, great start. Okay, this is the corner right here. This is my chance. Come on, tiny wheel. Holy crap. It's like I really want to enable force feedback, but it's just not possible. I mean, I would pretty much break my fingers if I even tried to put on force feedback, I think. No, we're off the mountain. Oh, no. Ooh, that was pretty good. This is by far the hardest thing I've ever done when it comes to sim racing or drifting. At least drifting. Racing was kind of easy. I know you just gotta turn and drive, but... Oh, little drift there. Okay, and then just, yeah, right into the wall. Yes, perfect. Oh my god, like if I try to counter steer, there's just nothing holding me back. And now we're just... Okay, let's try something that I can actually maybe control with a lot more grip. We are finding ourselves on the Nürburgring or the North Life track with a 919 hybrid, which essentially is almost an F1 car. Like, this thing is absolutely insane, and it's so much fun to drive on this big track as well, even though I'm kind of struggling here. Oh, turning is so hard. I feel like my force feedback is higher. I'm sure if I've done something, but it's really, really hard to turn. Let's take the section flat out here. Oh god, oh god. Brake. Use a bit of curb. Yeah, I was planning on doing some F1 racing against some AIs. However, yeah, I can't really get that to work, so... Instead we found ourselves here on this very, very classic track. And we're just kind of floating through it right now. We're doing pretty good, actually. Not too bad. Oh! Spoke way too soon there. And dude, the cockpit mode is insane with this car. It looks so cool. You don't really see too much out the window, but... makes it very, very sketchy to drive. Which is also a lot of fun. I've actually gone around this track a lot using the steering wheel as you're supposed to use it. It's so hard to turn. I feel like I have some force feedback on because I connected the wheel and disconnected it. Oh god! So I feel like I have more force feedback now than I had before. Because it is harder to turn, but we're going so fast here. Oh god. See, out of my steering wheel builds that I've done in the past, this one is for sure the hardest one to use, I'd say. Yeah, a 3D printer would be kind of sick to have, so I can actually, like, I don't know, just print whatever I want and just put it on the wheel. Then I can also make, like, some good mounts as well and stuff like that, you know? Instead of using, you know, an old plank, which works with some zip ties through the holes, but, you know, there's definitely ways to make it look a bit better. I feel like I have to stop because I'm beginning to get blisters on my fingers. Look at this, dude. They are absolutely dead. So yeah, all in all, this was a pretty fun project. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it work with my first idea, which would have been pretty cool without having to use the standard wheel as a base. But I still think we managed to build something pretty cool. So like I said, let me know what I should build next. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new around here. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. So until then, take care.